Welcome to Bears in Exile. Today is August 2nd, and it is time for the market overview. We'll be looking at all the usual suspects. So here we go. On to the Dow. Wow. Incredible. That was just a disgustingly nasty, bearish day, and simply incredible. Yesterday we said that we had this shifting of gears, and it certainly did shift gears. Instead of putting it into low gear, it turned it into high gear, and it just died today. I mean, what is there to say? We got through the 200-day moving average. Look at the separation of the short-term moving averages. It went through the major price consensus area, went through the lower minor price consensus area. You can see the wobble in the short-term moving averages, extreme separation. It exceeded the lows back here. It didn't pause, you know. We have this back here, way back here in March 11,600. Is that the next stop? Well, another day like today, and it'll exceed that. But who's to say if that's the case? CCI very low, stochastic very low. You'll notice that I have added something to the stochastic, which I have recently found to be really good, which is pairing it with a 14-day RSI moving average. And our standard RSI also getting to the 30 line, about to go into the oversold area, which it can stay there should it choose to. MACD ticking down, everything ticking down, and beyond that, how are we doing on our divergences? Well, let's take a look. We don't know if this move is done, so we don't know if this is going to be a higher peak or not. If it is, then we have a divergence on CCI. Same thing with the stochastic, and actually it went so low today that kind of canceled out the divergence, so not on the stochastic. If it's done RSI, then we have a small one on the RSI. Really did a number. MACD histogram, yes, we certainly have some. And we'll move on to SPX. Woo! Ugly, ugly, ugly. CCI massively low. Stochastic very low. RSI at the 30. And, of course, MACD histogram going lower. Did exceed the low over here. We did exceed the low back here. So if you're going purely off of lows, we did not exceed the shadow back here, but we did exceed the real body. So if this is done, and if we continue to fall, we are below the 200-day moving average by a huge amount. Then you have this way back here around 1175. That is a long ways away. And are we going to get a back test on the 200-day moving average? Well, 60-minute, we do have CCI divergence. We may have stochastic divergence, but if this keeps going down, then that will cancel it out, and it's just a breath away from that. RSI, we did yesterday. It was knocked out today. And the MACD histogram, we still do. So that's interesting. One thing to point out, a few weeks back I had talked about the lines, head and shoulders. A lot of people are looking at head or shoulder, head, shoulder, which absolutely could be completely valid, and we're on our way down because nobody believed it. Then I had my little small one here, which we had already gone down, which could fulfill this. But I was also theorizing that we would go down a little bit further since it didn't quite meet its target, and that if we broke right through here, that would be the point where everyone got bullish and where this would truly be fulfilled. So if we have some miracle rally now, then perhaps that will play out. It certainly is at the level where I was theorizing, but it's not like it's a high probability or anything like that. It was just kind of a wild little theory, and wouldn't you know it, it's here. So we shall see. And absolutely, the market sentiment says that that's impossible at the moment, and there's no denying that. And but at the same time, that's also when it's at its worst is when you don't expect it to do something else. So just for fun, we shall see over the next couple of days, and of course, if it goes much lower, then that is completely invalidated, and it won't take much at all to do that. But we shall see. See if the crazy conspiracy theory does anything. So, giant red bar going on to the VIX. Pretty hammer. Oh, you know what? I just realized that my Bollinger Bands are missing. Fix those real quick. I don't know how that happened. Okay. Still have room for the upper Bollinger Band on the VIX. We do have a nice hammer. We can see that we have extreme separation. It did not match the indexes today, which is very strange. By the way, SPX way below lower Bollinger Band. Dow Jones way below lower Bollinger Band, just for your information. Beyond that on the VIX, CCI high, but clicking down. Stochastic clicking down, still high. RSI still ticking up. MACD histogram still ticking up. On the 60-minute, do we have anything special? Well, we do have divergence on the CCI. We do have divergence on the stochastic, assuming that it turns around. If it keeps going higher, that will be knocked out. We do have it on the RSI. Doesn't look like that will be broken. We do have it on the MACD histogram, and yeah, we do have a little sink in here. Maybe that's enough to cancel this out, but anyways. So we do have a few things to work with. Oil, another massive down day. When oil is up, market is up. We are below the lower Bollinger Band. We are below the 200-day moving average. CCI massively low. Stochastic massively low. RSI clicking down. Histogram and MACD clicking down. Now the reason why I put in this 14-day simple moving average of the RSI against the stochastic is for a new crossover, and it just was toying around with different things, and it gives pretty decent signals. The bad thing is it's just getting out of the upper range and starting to click lower. If it were to go all the way down, we have a long ways to go, and that is true with the Dow. It's true with the SPX, and but on the VIX it doesn't confirm it. The VIX is very high as well, so this is very interesting. TNA bloodbath, and I actually went into a call this morning. Very bad move, and so. So that didn't work out, although the call for shorting MGM was turned out to be a very good call. But anyways, big ugly red bar, not quite as ugly as the Dow and the SPX, but needless to say, still ugly. Everything ticking down, everything pretty low as it is right now. 60 minutes could have a divergence forming on the CCI. do not have one on the stochastic. We are about to not have one on the RSI, and MACD histogram we do. So there is a little faint glimmer of hope, and we shall see. UUP, hammer, move. If that's it for the dollar and it's going to continue to go lower, that won't be pretty, but we shall see. CCI clicking up, stochastic evening out, RSI clicking up, histogram and MACD clicking up. FXE inverse hammer, essentially everything clicking down. All kinds of new problems coming out of Euroland, and it is not attractive. Just a very negative sentiment in the market and in the world. Gold, woo, right above the upper Bollinger Band. Huge strength in the short-term moving averages, in the long-term moving averages. Look at the CCI, that is incredible. Just huge. Stochastic also clicking up, RSI very high, everything high, and that is our second VIX, probably giving a better indication as to the true fear in the market today than the VIX did, which is why we look at it. Silver, strong day, everything clicking up, and not much to say beyond that. We did have after hours news that the AAA rating of the United States was confirmed by Fitch, and with a negative outlook. Whether that will have any bearing on the market tomorrow is anyone's guess. Being outside of the Bollinger Band is, begs for a sideways move, maybe even an up move. But if it wants to push it down, it certainly can. So good luck to everybody, and as always, all investing decisions are your own. This chart and video are for entertainment, educational, and consumption of time purposes only. Thank you very much.